Everyone? Oh my God! Is it? We're live? That's
Are we?
crazy. Yeah, we're
Oh
live.
no, man.
It goes insane.
I'm really nervous. Oh no.
Um, so welcome. Let me go ahead and pull chat up on my phone. Uh,
I'm gonna do the same.
yeah. Uh, I saw a new face. I saw a new face here today. Welcome, Zach Star. I'm going to give a fun fact to every character that is on the tier list. You will not be able to do that with some of these characters, I assure you. But go off.
I
Um,
was gonna say, like, I love, fucking chorus soldier number 58. You should, like,
literally,
surely can get
like,
a fun fact out of him.
yeah, that's exactly how this is going to go. So for those of you, that aren't fully, aware, thank you for all of the support on our latest video, or not latest, one of our latest. It's actually 2 weeks old, but it just hit 80K. So
Oh,
that
which
that
one?
is the red versus blue is being taken off YouTube video. Um,
Oh, nice.
so thank you for that. Um, because that's why we're doing this tier list. Obviously you guys liked it, and there's already a good amount of people in here. So yeah, and with that, me and John of Dunderheads are the only people who have finished Red versus Blue in
In,
Dunderheads.
in quotation marks.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
Watched all that matters.
yeah, watched at least all that matters.
Yeah.
I I watched like a quarter of Zero and then I stopped. I think you got halfway through the Shisno Trilogy. Um
I don't even think it was
John.
halfway, honestly. Like, as soon as the fucking, like, goddess of death, like, fucking showed up with all her fucking multi-armed fucking looking. I gave up like right then and there. Like
Yeah. No,
it was over.
that's so
Like she
valid.
fucking floated down from the sky. And like, it was like God. That was a. I heard it got way worse, but that was the shark jump for me. Like I just couldn't.
No, that's a pretty good area for the decline to really
Hmm.
hit. Also, Zack Attack, the music thing you asked. I can. So if you join our Discord in the description of this stream, I can send you. I can post in our Discord the song that was playing during the intro. Though I can just tell you now, it is Texas theme song. If you just look that up on YouTube, that you will find it. Um, but let me go ahead and put on the lo-fi. Um, the
Oh hell
coveted
yeah. Oh
coveted.
also
Yeah.
yeah, stream your stuff onto the Discord here so I can see the tier list.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, I forgot to do that part.
Nah, you good, you good.
I got you. I got you. Let me share my screen for you. There you go. Let's go. Oh, also, Griff better be an F tier, Sarge better be an SSS tier. I'm not saying this because there's a gun pointing at the back of my head and a script in front of me. This is how I truly feel. Go Sarge. Well, speaking of which, the first person that we're going to go over is Griff. Um, so,
Oh really?
yeah, I orchestrated the list by characters, like by season that we meet. So we're starting off with Blood Gulch Chronicles characters. So the main cast.
All
You
right,
know. Um.
all right, all right.
So I would give
Griff.
personally. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna say the hot take now that I'm not gonna put all of the
Hmm?
reds and blues in S. I think some are just objectively better than others. But I love them all. Uh,
And they're in their own special ways.
exactly. But
So,
like, yeah.
just, I just, I can't hold on. Sorry, I can't hold on my curiosity anymore. Caboose is S tier, right?
Oh yeah.
Caboose is S tier, right? Yeah, okay.
No. We can get that out of the way.
Alright.
No,
No
I got
discussion there.
no. I can get I. So the thing with Caboose, like, if to put discussion on it, would be more. He's just I can't not put him in S. Also clearly like
He's
the
the goat.
community's favorite character. Like I don't.
He's just a silly little guy.
Yeah, I
I love him.
he's just silly. I don't know. Like it. typically, if you watch any of our other tier lists, like I can go in depth as to why they're S tier, but Caboose, he's just funny. I don't. He's
Yeah.
just. I don't. Yeah.
Your Honor, he was simply funny.
Quite literally. But Griff, he is my favorite character out of the main group, but I'm gonna put him in A. Uh, with the explanation of he doesn't really have his own like arc, and the arc that he does have, uh, is in the Shisno trilogy. So I
Oh,
don't.
really?
Yeah, like that. His only story arc is like whenever he's like trying to. I forget the main villain of the gods or whatever in his name, but you know that guy. Yeah, and he talked to the lens flare. So
Yeah, the fucking lens flare.
no,
The fucking fairies from Majora's Mask.
do you want to take over Simmons?
Simmons, okay. I'd put him in A tier as well, honestly.
I can
'Cause,
agree
like,
with that.
He doesn't have much of an arc either.
Mm.
Like, I love him, but you know, he's still like he's Simmons. You know?
It's yeah.
He sure is Simmons, all right.
With some of these characters, it's really hard to describe them because it's like they are Simmons. Like yeah, it's like yeah. Yeah.
That's a good description. There.
I mean, they spend all of the series, you know, sucking up to Sarge. So they're funny. I like them. But
He's a silly guy.
yeah, he's also silly. A big thing to keep in mind with Red versus Blue, that for as goofy as it is, something that it's done so well that I haven't seen another show do as well is have a main cast of hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters, and they still have like dynamics with with each individual with one another, and none of them feel like they don't
Like, they
need
all
to
feel
be there.
unique.
Exactly. Yeah. So having like 9
gotcha.
main characters and still not feel forced is crazy.
Especially since they're all essentially the same character design, just a different color.
Not literally.
Like,
They're
yeah,
carried by
they're all
personality.
distinguished from one another. For sure.
But speaking of, you know, the red team here, Sarge, I think is S. Personally,
I gotta agree with you.
because they actually have an arc. They
Right.
they're great. Hold on. Are the tiers ordered? Is the implication that Griff is better than Simmons? I'd say that I think Griff is better than Simmons personally.
Yeah. I'm assuming the tiers are ordered then, right?
Yeah, the tiers
So,
are
like-
ordered like that.
Okay.
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 And personally, I'd put Sarge above Caboose because he actually has an arc, and isn't just
Right.
silly. I don't know how you feel about that, John. If you have any.
No, I think you're right. Honestly, like Sarge is more of like an active character than the two of them. Honestly, because he fucking he wants to get shit done.
Yeah,
But-
like man found out that everything that he was fighting for was a lie, and then orchestrated a group of losers to go and take out like one of the most deadly freelancers. So it's like, okay, go off, I guess.
Right.
So like it's
But yeah, it's mostly because he does have an arc, and that's the big thing. Because the other two are just pretty much the same the whole time, which isn't bad, but you know, it does make a difference.
You gotta say that on a tier list somewhere for the video, bruh. Right in one of the boxes that the tiers are ordered, bruh. Okay. The tiers are ordered. There we go. Alright. Donut.
Donut. I don't know.
He's funny.
No, he is funny.
He wouldn't fly by a lot of standards today.
He's funny, but like he's also quite one note.
he's very one note, like ha ha ha, gay joke, ha ha. Um, and
I'm immortal. Haha.
yeah, and he's immortal in the Shisno Trilogy. I'd probably put him B tier. He's probably one of my lesser favorite Reds and Blues. Um,
Yeah.
but that's like
Right.
he's still like a good character, but he's yeah, very 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 comic relief.
For sure.
The same with Lopez. I would put them higher than Donut. Just speaking of them because
Yeah.
they're right there. Like Lopez is, no one understands me. What? I speak Spanish and you don't. What? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so it's, a whole lot of him calling them insults and them not understanding that he's insulting them.
Mm-hmm.
The fact about Donut
But
is
still,
that
I
he
mean,
is a
still,
furry. How do you know? Wait, what line are you referring to, Axel,
what?
that says Donut is a furry? I
The fact
need
about
I
Sarge
need
is that
sources.
his real name is 37 syllables, and the fifth letter is an emoji. You're so right.
What? I, well, apparently we have someone who's a bigger fan of Red versus Blue than I am. I'm sorry, Donut's a
Obviously.
furry.
Yeah. Source.
Yeah, source.
Um, where's your sources? Could you please cite them for me?
Uh, but you know, all right,
The fact about
chill.
Lopez is that he is 13.8 billion years old as of singularity.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm not. That's a whole can of worms and why we don't like the Shisno trilogy. But
But
now,
he's 13 billion years old. Okay, up there.
now to Doc. Um,
Dog.
so that you're not confused,
Hmm.
the person on the right of Doc is O'Malley. They have a rocket launcher so that you can tell the difference. Yeah. Doc, I like Doc. I mean, they're essentially the main villain of the first, like, not them, like O'Malley is, but they're forced to be like the main villain of the first 5 seasons.
Hmm.
And they're, I think something that hinders Doc is like they went missing for half of season 11 and all of season 12 and half of 13 because he fell
Yeah.
into a future cube, and I think those were like some of the strongest seasons, like story wise. Um,
Yeah.
I'd
So
probably
he kind of missed
yeah,
out on that. Yeah.
exactly. Um,
But again, he's funny. So.
he's funny. I I would put him probably above Griffin Simmons because he at least like plays that story role of the villain for 5 seasons. And yeah, all that. While I mean, they're Griffin Simmons. Like they're same characters from beginning to end of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
At least that
Doc,
changes a little
yeah,
bit.
Doc has a split personality. Uh, O'Malley. So imagine being a mortal and a furry, says Spubby. That pick a struggle, dude. Real.
Sisyphus' struggle.
Yeah. Furry or immortal? Personally, I'm picking immortal. All the shade thrown at John.
Why y'all doing this to me? I was minding my own business.
You were
Why you gotta do
really
this?
committing to giving us fun facts, Axel, about every character. Go off. But
What's our fun fact
O'Malley,
about?
yeah.
Oh, Doc dropped out of
Where?
medical school. I see.
Yeah. But O'Malley, I like O'Malley more than Doc, but that's just personally. I think that they're really funny. Like, what's
Yeah.
that meme where it's the meme format where it's like, what's in your pants? Destruction. I
Oh
don't.
yes.
Yeah. I
What gender are you? Doom.
yeah. I love O'Malley. They're just a really good character and a shit villain, but it's great. They're just so bad at being a villain, but that makes them so funny.
Yeah, that's the joke. That's the funny.
Truly.
Church.
Church, I don't think it's a competition.
I don't think so either.
If any of the Reds and Blues were to singularly be the main character, it would be Church. I mean,
He's
they're
definitely the closest thing to a single main character.
literally like they were the Alpha, then Alpha died, then Epsilon. They are the recreation of the director. Whole lot of shit. Pretty much the show revolves around Church for at least 5 seasons. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just there's not much to say about some of these because I feel like it's so obvious or like it's blunt, like with just the reasoning. Right. But
For sure.
Tucker is now. Do you want to take over Tucker? I know that he was your favorite character of the yeah.
So, yeah, Tucker's still definitely one of my favorites. He's definitely up there. I think he's much more of like a character than Griff or Simmons are.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. I mean, he had a whole arc
maybe at the
in seasons 11 through 13 where he was like becoming a leader.
exactly. So maybe bottom of S tier.
I
Yeah,
I
I'd say
could
that.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Tex.
Ooh.
I gotta really think about this one because as much as Tex is beloved, I don't. I gotta brew. I gotta brew.
You gotta cook.
Yeah. Tex is. It's weird because they're not even around for I think the majority of the show. While like which is weird because they're there for seasons 1 through 5 and then they're there season 8 before getting killed off again. And then they're around for flashbacks in 9 and 10. So I guess they're there for half of the seasons. Almost exactly. Right. So they're there for half the show. And the director's like goal is completely surrounded about bringing his dead wife back in Tex. So
Yeah, and I think that's cool.
Yeah,
because that was like I don't know, I think that was just really well developed because it had time to it had time to cook.
It had time. It really had time to cook. Yeah. And like, how they always fail their missions because one of the main things that the director thinks about whenever it comes to Allison is that they failed in their fight and died in war, so they're quite literally programmed to fail, without even realizing it, which I think is cool. I'd put them. I'll put them top of A. I don't think they're S tier. Very hot take.
No,
I know.
Not quite. Not quite.
But that's just my opinion on Tex. I think they're a great character, but I think Caroline is better, personally. Gamma.
Oh yeah.
Gamma.
Okay, who?
They're the Gamma's the one that's Wyoming's AI. And he's the computer that talks to Church in like the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you there were gonna be some characters that because I know you haven't watched the show in like forever.
It's been years.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Wait, when did the Shisno Paradox start?
2017.
That's probably last time then. Because I started it not long after.
Yeah.
Like maybe a few weeks after that started. So.
Fun fact about Gary is that his voice is a text-to-speech. I could tell.
Really?
Really? That's crazy. Wow. Hard-hitting facts here on Thunderheads. But Gamma, they're funny. They're not around, like, at all. They're there for, I think, like... They're there for seasons 3, 4, 5... and like a few flashbacks in 9 and 10 during the Freelancer saga. I can't really tell you off the top of my head what their motivation was. I just remember that they were helping Wyoming. and I watched the show a lot, and I can't even remember what their motivation was. So
Right.
I'll let them see. They
I mean, the fact that like they weren't
yeah
there for very long, and I mean, I forgot about them.
yeah.
Which, granted, I mean that it's not the most fair thing to say because yeah, it's been years since I've seen it. But
Mm.
I think that's good.
Sister. I have opinions on Sister. I wish that she was there more. Like they
Right?
were
I
they're
forgot her name was just Sister.
yeah, literally. But like
I mean, they call her Sis, but whatever.
they were there for like they're objectively part of the main cast, like because they were there in the first 5 seasons and they were like part of the Reds and Blues. I don't know why they didn't bring her back to be like a part of the crew. I don't know if there was like a problem with like the voice actress or something, like not being available or anything, which
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make sense to me
Where
because she
did she
was
go?
she just stayed in Blood Gulch. Like Washington just like came by
Wait,
looking
really?
for yeah, he came by looking for like the Reds and Blues in season 6, talked to Sarge who was in Red Base, and then talked to Sis who was at Blue Base who was just partying, and then we didn't hear from her again until season 13.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I don't want to say character assassination because she wasn't too terribly important.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, just I don't know. That doesn't. I don't know. That just I don't know. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
very fair.
I wish I could put them with the rest of the Reds and Blues. I really do, but like they're just not there. Like I don't they're just not really it's even less than Gamma because like they're not there, but like they also didn't even have a motivation to begin with or was that important. At least Gamma was like partially a main villain in season 5. But
Mm-hmm.
no, like Sister just yeah. Um yeah. I'm getting a lot of interruptions on
That's
live, so I'm going to watch a couple minutes behind. Yeah, I'm getting those too. I'm watching at a lower quality to fix it. Sadly, I don't know why that. I
same.
think YouTube Wi-Fi is happening. Like just YouTube smooth problems. I forget what the term would be, but yeah, it's saying that.
Live streaming has always been kind of fake, like finicky on YouTube, honestly.
Yeah. Hopefully, eventually, it yeah it gets better. But Andy the Bomb. Uh, yeah.
Okay. Remind me about this again. It's so familiar.
So Andy the Bomb, I forget how he was made, but his main purpose was he was like the translator for like the alien that impregnated Tucker and the Reds and Blues.
Oh
And he
yes,
threatened to blow up all the time.
yes, and that's funny.
That yeah,
Oh man.
I know that Richard really liked Andy the Bomb. Um, so I'd put them like better than Sis. They were funnier than Sis in every
Yeah.
way.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure, for sure.
Andy was great. Whenever I was making this list, I forgot like they were a character.
Same.
So I had to like I was like, oh yeah, Andy the Bomb.
Oh
So
yeah. Right. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna put Wyoming probably one below Gamma. I don't know. I remember Gamma more than I do Wyoming. Like I remember them
Yeah.
like
Me too.
I don't even I can't remember like a voice line from Wyoming off the top of my head right now. So that should be telling. He also had like a really bad what he had like a really bad Australian accent or something. I forgot what
Well,
accent he had.
I thought the bad accent was like part of the humor. But...
Yeah. That's like the one thing I remember about him. Yeah. Uh, Going on top of that, Sheila slash
Sheila, my
Phyllis.
beloved.
Um, Sheila was a character. They were.
She kinda, mostly
Yeah,
a character. Yeah.
there wasn't much going on there. There was the joking Robo Revolution with her and Lopez in the first 5 seasons. She was very
Yeah.
sassy.
Yeah.
And they turned out to be Phyllis. which didn't really add anything to their character. They just turned out to be more important than we thought. I'll put them top of C.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Junior, you want to take over Junior?
I'll try. I'll try. Yeah. Okay, Junior. Okay. So, very important thing is that I believe it was Junior when we were first introduced to the word Shisno itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that alone would bump him up any tier, I think. So we should keep that in mind. But I mean, I mean, like Junior was kind of just there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, like they were fun, like they were memorable for sure. I don't know, like they kind of treated the whole, alien pregnancy thing like a big deal, and then it just kind of happened, and like that was that, and then he
Yeah.
died not long after.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
know?
just, yeah, Junior was born, and then he, yeah, then he existed. I'm gonna put him bottom of D tier.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? You can take Vic.
Okay, Vic. Hey, dude. Hey,
Yeah.
come in, dude. Hey. Yeah, Vic's funny. Very, very early seasons. Oh my god. So, I forgot, did anything like happen to Vic, or did they just stop talking to him?
It depends how much we want to take into consideration. They stopped talking to him unless you go to like that season 15 where he was an AI. And
Oh yeah, he
yeah,
was an AI.
no, literally. So yeah, if we take into account all of the canon, he's an AI that exists and wants to die.
Another. Yeah, understandable.
Very funny.
Oh yeah, quite funny, quite funny. I put him maybe middle to bottom C tier.
No.
Yeah, funny character, eliminate the enemy, try to win and do better than you're already doing.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it is.
Yeah. That actually that is what it is.
Excellent.
I feel like his AI weird part was one of the few not major L's of season 15. So, he's got that going for him.
Extremely rare.
Season 15
season
L
15
or W, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Wash is that he had a cat. Well, fun fact about Washington, he has a mustache and he's blonde. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
All right. Washington. S character.
I agree.
He's introduced as this like gruff ass freelancer, and the whole gimmick that they're like bouncing off is like serious soldiers has to work with the Reds and Blues, and it's like okay, and then he ends the series off by like as a much more lighthearted person because of being around them. So like it's a whole ass like character like change development. So it's
right
more than most characters in this show get. I mean, I don't know where in S exactly. I just kind of placed them. I'd probably put them above Sarge. I think freelancers are given a lot more of a good writing treatment than the Reds and Blues. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think that's good. I would, yeah, I definitely put him above the other three in there, in S there. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Memory is the key. Apparently, we got a crotch shot of Delta, but yeah, Delta isn't a character.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's a lot of these fragments are going to get kneecapped because well, they're fragments. they only have one personality trait, and like so they can't really go anywhere. I'd put them
Right.
I'd put them above Wyoming and Gamma because I
I put him
remember
lower.
them.
I put
You
him in
put
D
them
tier,
lower.
honestly.
D tier?
I put
Okay.
him in D tier. Yeah.
Where in D tier?
Below cis.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. I can see it.
Right
I
there.
can see it.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, it's definitely
yeah.
not above Andy the Talking Bomb.
No, no. Andy Andrew, I think his name is Andrew D. Kaboom.
Yes. Yes, I totally forgot about that.
So, you know, yeah, fun fact for you, Axel. Um Fun fact about Meta is that he is the last AI to get captured by the Meta. All right, you keep it coming, keep it coming. South Dakota. I was gonna put them in the Freelancer Saga section, but we're technically introduced to them as they die, in
Yeah.
season 6. So they're a bitch. Um,
Yeah, little bitch boy.
they you know South Dakota is like, you know, I don't know, I don't even know what their, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what their like motivations were. They were just kind of jealous of North Dakota, all the time.
Mostly.
And then yeah, I really don't remember their motivations that strongly. Oh my god, I thought I rememred
Dude,
more
like
about them than I
it
did.
took your explanation of like how the character was introduced for me to even remember them.
Yeah, like how they died.
Mhm.
Since they fuck, oh my god, wow, I'm okay. I'm gonna put them like, fuck. Yeah, no, I really, yeah, how do you feel about this? I don't. They just kind
Yeah,
of,
no, that's good. Yeah,
yeah.
they just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go off.
I mean, I feel like this is gonna happen a lot because RVB has a track record of a lot of characters just kind of showing up, fulfilling a very specific purpose, and then just dying or disappearing.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Absolutely. They're.
So I feel like this is gonna be an excuse a lot to bump them down into the low tiers.
Mm-hmm. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I'm gonna have to make another tier. For like lower. Yeah. Like for now, we're to. I think this guy's name is Jones. He exists for one episode. Um.
Yeah, I don't remember him at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He literally. He's like, oh, you want to see Caboose, huh? To Washington, and then like yeah, and then Caboose accidentally kills this guy. I forget his name. Yeah.
Was it necessary to have these two here?
Yeah, you know they were named. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
They were named characters. Same thing with these guys.
Who are those guys?
This person,
Yeah.
was in the intro. Oh, gotta think real hard. They were in the intro to season 6, and they were the person that talked to the counselor before we were introduced to Washington.
Wow. S tier.
Yeah. All right. Glad to know that we're on the same page. All right. And this person was gonna kill Griffin Simmons because Griff was a bad leader. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now to another character that I'm gonna have to brew on real hard. The Meta.
He's cool. Or they're cool.
Yeah, it's yeah, like it would be there. Yeah, they are cool. I have the opinion that I like them in concept more than I do in their practice in the show.
Right.
Like they're
The
really
thing
fucking cool. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah, just the thing I remember the most for is that big like final fight at the end of which season was that?
8.
Yeah, 8. That was fucking awesome.
How do you remember these characters, Axel? Fun fact about the Red Nest Trooper. Fun fact about Walter.
This is exactly what I was joking about earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That just fucking jump scared me.
No, yeah, no, it's.
Um, but like, if you really think about it, we don't get that much of like the meta. We get because like all the AI die in the whenever Alpha sacrifices himself in the imp explosion.
Mhm.
So it's just like a mentally degraded main that wants more AI.
Right.
So
That's cool.
yeah, like they are really cool in theory, and they're one of my favorite characters in the show. Say like in the meta and Griff, like they're like this, like they're so close. You can't see, but I twisted my fingers together. You know, they're besties.
Yeah.
In like my
Yeah.
favorite character list, but I mean they have flaws. I would put them in A. Um, I don't know if they're higher or lower than Tex.
Mm, I think they're lower. I think that like where he is right now is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Mm,
Because they're just a really cool character.
yeah. They're badass, but they're not. Yeah. All right, Smith.
Not much of a character in of itself.
Uh,
Wait, who's that?
the person who was like fighting Tucker in like the temple teamed up with a bunch of aliens. You know, the religious aliens to get into that temple that had
Yeah.
the yeah. So is F tier. Not. I mean, it's not really a debate on that. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. No, I could argue. I could argue that.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The counselor.
Ooh.
Um, this one I'm really thinking. The counselor is like. I was really hype when they were introduced in season like was it 12 13? Yeah, 13. Like as one of the prisoners, and I was like, "Hey yo." But he didn't really do that much. Like he knew like insider information on Washington and Carolina, but like I don't think that it ever really got used.
Yeah.
Wasn't used that well. And I can't tell you much about him as a character other than that he's smart. Like
Yeah.
so I'll put him like I don't want to put him D. So I'll put him lowest C at the moment. Fact
Okay.
about Price.
Yep.
Okay. Apparently that's his name. I just knew him as the counselor. Um, the director S. I don't know where.
Oh yeah. Uh.
It's quite literally it's the same person as this, but without the yeah.
Without the well, not as cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'd put them lowest S because we don't get that much screen time with them. They're the main characters are mainly just fighting like the remnants of Project Freelancer. So it's like yeah. Do you want to take over for Chairman Hargrove?
Uh. Okay. Okay. Remind me about this character again.
They're the person who hires Felix and Locus.
Mm,
And they're on his ship whenever at the end of season 13. You and your friends will not be leaving this ship.
oh yeah. Yeah, they were pretty cool. Maybe C tier.
Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
We don't really get much time with him as a character. Like, he's like an idea of a character.
Exactly.
These are two characters who were voiced by Ian and Anthony from Smosh. for an
I
episode.
put some F tier on.
Yeah,
You know.
like they were in one episode for like a bit where they talked while people were fighting in the background. Coffee guy. It's his name's Coffee Guy. Yeah, that should explain that.
Yeah.
Carolina. You want to take over for Carolina?
Sure. So I always really liked Carolina. I thought she was cool. That's yeah. Enough said. No. But no, I think I always thought like they kind of joke about this in the show a good bit. That she for a little while she was a good like the center of like the emotional intelligence of the show, because most of the characters are like dudes, so they're just like, yeah, bro, sorry about that. Oh, that's okay, bro, it's fine. Yeah, like she was a good conduit for some of the like more emotional story beats, I think.
Yeah,
Which
that's
a lot of the
that's
other
true.
which a lot of the other characters just couldn't really do, because in Red versus Blue the main cast is all the comic relief.
Yeah, actually, it's such a weird conundrum with that.
So I'd put her high S or high A, low S.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. I put them lower than Tucker, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think that I want to bump Tucker up, because of their arc in seasons 11 through 13.
Bit aside, I would put him above Caboose.
Yeah, I'd put him like here, cause Sarge's arc ends in 8, and then 10 through 13. Wait, what? 9 through 13? I skipped a season. 9 through 13, he's pretty much he's like completed his arc there, and he's actually like a good leader. So, I mean, they literally have to wrestle with him not being there in seasons 12 and 13, which is why Tucker becomes a leader. So, York. He had like, oh God, I have a problem with York where he was like super important to Carolina. He had like a crush on Carolina. And like Carolina killed his ass.
Based.
Yeah, like during the siege from Tex.
He loves the type of woman that will just kill him.
Literally, but as important as he is, like to Carolina's like own story arc, we don't get that much of him. He's there in like the flashbacks for a bit, and he's there in what's it, the Out of Mind miniseries that I didn't watch. Sorry, I'm a fake fan.
I like Red vs. Blue more than you. You're not a real Red vs. Blue
fan. Fun fact about Theta, he is voiced by Bernie's son. Oh, well, that's actually an interesting fun fact. Thank you, Axel.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
But for as important as he is and like lack of actual time he gets, I don't really want to put him that high.
Not me neither.
I put him here because like the counselor I remember more. Hargrove.
Oh, for sure.
Hargrove was just overshadowed. Was shadowed by fucking Felix and Locus as villains. So it's like,
yeah,
like Hargrove, you really just can't remember that well because Felix and Locus were so well written.
I mean, that's exactly why I don't remember him, because
yeah,
you know, to me, in retrospect, like Felix and Lopez were, you know, the main big baddies, and not this guy. Even though, you know, technically he was on the top of the pyramid.
Theta. I forget what their emotion is, but they're like a little kid, a little boy.
Yeah.
I'll put them D, below Delta.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they're there.
A lower tier AI.
So I forgot this character had a name, but their name is 409er, and they are the pilot in the flashback sequences of Project Freelancer of like the planes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember any of her voice lines, but I remember she had like a decent amount of scenes. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but just because I at least remember that, I'd put them lowest D because they were there for multiple episodes. All these guys were there for one-off jokes, except for the aliens that were there for like a season's worth of jokes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much that for 409er. But next up we have Omega, which I put separate from O'Malley because in the later seasons of seasons, I think actually midway through 13, he doesn't have Omega. Omega's been destroyed, but he still has O'Malley because his brain, he's just literally, his brain is degraded to the point that he actually has split personality disorder.
Exactly.
I think
Which is kinda
O'Malley,
funny.
yeah, literally. I think
Yeah.
O'Malley's infinitely better than Omega on their own. But Omega makes a few sillies, you know. Makes a
Mm-hmm.
few evil jokes as like Caboose whenever he's like, what was oh, Caboose also said that he was O'Malley. Uh, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's I'd put them. I don't know, like I obviously remember them more than fucking Gamma. Um, so
Yeah.
I'd put them like mid C, like that, because they're not much of a character on their own. They're more of an extension of whoever they're connected to, which goes for all AI.
Right.
But
Yeah. That's why I think just by default they're just gonna have to be lower tiers by themselves.
literally, the only reason that Epsilon makes it so far is because they used the bullshit of they're the memory, so you know they have all the emotions, but they can remember everything, so you know that
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I literally always forget about these AI. It's Ada and Iota. Whenever that one sequence in uh, Freelancer Saga where like they put two AI in Carolina's brain and she's like, I can't handle it, and then falls to the ground angry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't remember them at all either.
no, yeah, I don't even know what they're supposed to be of like what fragments they are. I just know that they're Ada and Iota
Me
from the
neither.
wiki.
It just kind of yeah. Just kind of happens.
All right, Connecticut CT. I like Connecticut. They like had their whole like whistleblower thing going on where they were
Right.
secretly working with the insurrection. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
to
Instruction. Yeah.
take down Project Freelancer. I wish that they were around longer. I actually liked her story with all that.
Yeah.
Fun fact about CT is that her real name is not Connie. How do you know that? Everyone, the guy she's dating is calls her Connie. I don't.
But this guy, he knows more. He knows better. He knows more.
Apparently,
He knows all the fun facts.
Axel's got me beat.
Axel knows all the fun facts.
Literally. Um, I'd put CT in B tier. Obviously the photo I used is not from the season that they're most prevalent in, but it was a photo I could use.
Mm-hmm.
I liked their arc. With the only, which actually, if we're gonna go ahead and get into that, the whole thing where they died, and then the leader of the insurrection, like put on her armor, and went after the artifact that was in the temple. This guy, I wish he was around more. He in this photo, you know, he's actually wearing her armor, but again, you get the point.
Yeah.
But
It was a cool sequence, though.
it was a cool sequence that just ended with like no real payoff. Like he just kind of died.
Yeah.
Again, I don't remember his name. He's just like the insurrectionist leader. So I'd put him like there.
All right. All right. I think that's fair. Yeah, if it wasn't for that, it just kind of happened. It dropped off. He died. Whatever. But Well, in the beginning, though, it was a cool sequence.
Yeah, literally. Um, I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and take the midstream piss moment because I gotta pee really
Oh,
bad. So
the midstream piss.
literally, so John,
All right.
entertain
No, 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 no,
everyone.
no. I'm also going to participate. No, I'm also going to participate in the midstream piss.
No, 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 no. Okay, hold
No,
on.
I'm going.
All right, I'm gonna put on a timer for this midstream piss. All right, I'm back. I don't know if John is, but you can have me entertain you for now. How's it going, everyone? Having a good day? Having a good day? Yes, thank all of you. Thanks to all of you for coming out here today. Yeah. Don't know why the stream is lagging a good amount whenever it comes down to the like whenever you're watching it at the exact live moment. Uh, Tried to fix that what I could, but yeah. So community question: who is what's your favorite season of Red versus Blue? I've thought about like just something to talk about. I've thought about making a like Halo Machinima type show before, but it's definitely past the heyday for making stuff like that these days. But yeah, I get these facts from the RVB wiki. I believe it. I literally just went to the wiki and looked for every like named character, besides like some that I thought were just absolutely insane to add, and made the tier list from those. B is getting really underused. No way. Has John returned? Only like 3 minutes. All right. Do you like season 8, Axel? That's based. Season 8 and season 13 are two of my favorites. Uh, but now we're on to Allison, not Tex, just actual Allison. Um, they, we never actually get a scene with them alive. We just see the recorded video that the director keeps playing over and over again. Uh, so like, I can't even put them in D. They're not a character. Like, I put them above Ada and Iota. Um, but that's it. Um, yeah, that's yeah. I mean, they're literally just a recording that the director plays in Sadness. So, North Dakota. I remember North Dakota more than I do South, because they were kind of based. They like stood on top of the Pelican, created the shield. Uh, but they were just kind of like they were like really nice. They were probably the nicest of all of the freelancers, but that was kind of exactly yeah, literally. I mean, whenever your like competition is like Carolina, I think you're gonna be nicer. Too bad restoration is never gonna happen now. What are you talking about? Um, yeah, that's the season that's coming out like this fall. Uh, but yeah, I'd put like North Dakota like a tier above South. They're pretty close in terms of memorability, but it's not, you know. Uh, Agent Florida, also known as Butch Flowers, the person that was in charge of Blood Gulch before Church. Um, cool reveal, you know. Agent Florida was actually Butch Flowers, but again, nothing really came of his character. Gonna put him in a yeah. No, it's yeah. This list is making me realize how many characters there are like that. That like that fulfill their goal. Yeah. Uh, do you want to take over for Sigma, the AI that Meta that Agent Main had? A character. Yeah. Literally. Mm. That's very valid. Yeah. Um it's interesting because they're like paved as really evil. Like they're like a flaming guy. Like they look really evil, you know. But like in hindsight, all they want is to be a person. Like if you really like, they're like I'm literally a fraction. I think that their ambition or something, but they're like I'm a fraction. Hold on. Can you guys not hear John? Say something real quick,
Yeah,
John.
they. Ah. Ah.
All right, they hear you now.
Oh, wait, wait.
Apparently they didn't hear you for
Oh,
a second there. I don't. Yeah.
Oh,
do you want to say your opinion on
weird.
Sigma again? Just for those who didn't hear it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just that I liked Sigma because they were like, they had an actual like a character and an ambition, because they wanted to be in like an actual person. So and that alone is already way better than a lot of the other AI, because the other AI are just like almost just like assistants almost, which is kind of the whole point of them. I know, but this one had a purpose, and it didn't just fulfill that purpose and then die. Like he stuck around for a little bit.
Yeah. No,
So yeah.
that's about right. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Pyros, I'm letting it brew for a second because you guys are on a delay. How's it sound right now, Pyros? I mean, I fixed him up.
Ah.
Yeah. It says that he sounds pretty good in my OBS right now. So, I'm just, yeah, checking in on that. I'm assuming that you're still referring to the time delay because, yeah, OBS is telling me he sounds pretty good. But if I'm wrong, you will correct me. But yeah, no, the fact that Sigma is actually a character with ambition who, you know, again, I think that you're right. It absolutely
Yeah.
makes sense for them to be above uh, main or the meta because they
Mm-hmm.
are what created the meta. So
Exactly.
they're literally like the meta is a fraction of what he was whenever he loses Sigma. So
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Freckles, they're silly. They're a giant mech. Uh, they don't really have a
True.
character. They're pretty silly, you know.
Very silly.
Gonna
Quite
put
silly.
gonna put them in. They're around more than them. Around more than top of D. Yeah, really
Yeah.
big victories. You
Excellent.
love to see it.
Excellent. We do. We do.
Felix. Um,
Hmm.
I would say S. I mean,
I might agree with you. I think I might agree with you.
as I said before in my video on Felix, I think that Felix is objectively the best written villain in Red versus Blue. He has a lot of like depth. Has he's just a very good like villain to the Reds and Blues. He has such a
Mm-hmm.
superiority complex that being beaten by the Reds and Blues is like the worst thing that could possibly happen in his eyes to him. It's just the Chorus Trilogy itself goes so hard when it comes to
I fucking
writing.
love the Chorus Trilogy, dude.
It really goes off, man. The problem is trying to figure out where he would go. Cause like Felix, jokes aside, I think that they're higher than Caboose. I'd probably put them higher than Sarge, but
Yeah.
that's where I'd stop. Because just Tucker and Church, in comparison to the rest of the Reds and Blues, are in like a league of their own when it comes to
Yeah.
writing. It's yeah. I mean, literally, basically, the main character becomes a main character. Like it's
Yeah.
Felix, very cool, very threatening. And very satisfying seeing him like lose and getting his ass kicked and at the end of season 13. So overall, I mean, if I'm happy to see the villain go down, I think you did a good enough job.
Right.
Do you want to take over for Locus?
Very true. Ooh. Yes. 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 So, yeah, I remember Locust is one of my more favorite villains, to me at least, because again he was a lot like Felix in the sense that he had a good amount of depth. One of the most memorable things to me about him, I think, is that you remember like those those weird dreams he would have, where like he would like see himself and like the rest of his team like attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you remember that? Where
Yeah,
like
I remember that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, and they couldn't understand him. Like, I just think that was really cool because it like showed his internal struggle, and like a lot of his like self-hatred, you know. And so I just think he's really cool. So I'd put him in between Felix and Simmons, I think.
You mean Sarge?
That's Sarge. Fuck, Sarge.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're all good. You're all good. Yeah, no, that's about where I'd put him. I think Felix just gets more screen time overall. But what we do get of Locust,
Yeah, he does.
we're fucking eating good whenever we get some good
Oh,
Locust parts.
so true.
Yeah.
So true.
General Kimball, leader of the New Republic. They are a mid-ass character.
Yeah.
They fill their purpose. They're around for 3 seasons straight and are important to the story. I don't know. By that logic, I should probably put them there.
Probably.
General Doyle is even worse than Kimball.
Yeah.
Kimball's there for like all of 12, and Doyle. I don't know. He's base. He sacrificed himself.
Yeah, true. True. That's the thing I remember most about him.
Yeah, that's the main thing to remember about General Donald Doyle. I'd put him. I don't know, like probably below Kimball. I'd probably put Vic above them both, actually, just because.
Right.
I don't know. He was a lot more memorable, Vic. So yeah, that's fine. They're all right. Now we have the 4 troopers that were assigned to Griff, Tucker, Caboose, and Simmons in season 12. I'm sorry. What did you just say to me, Axel? Donald Doyle and Locust are voiced by the same guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's some wacky shit you just said to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what are your overall thoughts on the 4 troopers that they like the yeah.
Yeah. Probably F. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I liked their banter.
Mm-hmm.
I like their banter, but like again, they don't really do that much. Like they're just kind of there to say funny things to Griff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, in no particular order, an F tier.
Yeah, just kind of.
Don't have to put one in front of the other. I like the third one more than the first.
Yeah,
one.
I put the guys that are voiced by Ian and Anthony higher.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Very good.
Dr. Jean Grey. I put them B. Yeah. They were a good supporting character. They had their Bernie Burns / like Miles Luna just really knew how to somehow write distinct characters whenever you have so many characters. Like just
right.
Just like as a side note. Yeah.
Right. So many characters that look so similar as well.
Literally, like
I know I've said that already, but
they became really cracked at making like just characters that stand out whenever there's already so many to work with. I don't remember this guy. You guys can tell me if I'm being an idiot. I don't remember this guy. I think he was named somewhere. I'm putting him even lower than Ada and Iota. Take that. Santa.
Who?
It's the alien AI that Caboose named Santa in season 13.
Oh yeah.
They do their thing. Zach start Jesus, the fun facts. I know. Axel is just on that grind. With the fun facts. But Santa isn't much of a character as well. He's like, to go to the temple, yada yada, get alien stuff,
get the stuff.
Yeah,
he's the quest giver. He's the quest giver.
He is literally the quest giver. Like he's funny, his name's Santa, but he is not in himself really a character. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
put him
The
in
funniest and
F.
most memorable thing about him is that like he's an alien AI that Caboose called Santa.
Literally, like that's really funny, but God, you're not getting too far with that. Um okay, so now we're getting to the later seasons. Uh so this is Osiris. They were like the third member of Felix and Locus's like trio in season 14's like flashback sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I don't know why they created him.
Me neither.
Uh he has objectively more story and screen time than any of these guys, so I'm gonna just leave him there. But he's barely scratching by on that D tier.
Right.
I gotta make an adjustment to the stream window. Hold on, because now that got even bigger, I have to make this just a tad wider, tad larger, so that everyone can see.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Fixed up. Now you guys can see everything, and it looks nice and pretty.
Much better.
All right.
Nice
so
and pretty.
what character are
Nice
we
and
on?
neat.
We're on.
Who's that?
The triplets. That's Ohio, Idaho, Iowa. They were in also season 14, the anthology season. I don't remember them too. I actually don't think I remember them at all.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Explain
no.
them again.
They
That
had
did not correlate at all.
in season 14 there was like this 2-episode thing where it was Ohio, Idaho, and Iowa. And they were all like really bad at being freelancers, and then they got like stranded on a mission. And that was where it ended.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, and that was the one where they started fighting the other team because they didn't have a purpose, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That's actually one of the few episodes of that season I actually remember.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
No, well then
Yeah,
you rank them. I'll trust your ranking on them.
F.
F? Oh, all right.
Yep. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck that entire season, honestly. I'm biased as hell.
Yeah, that's valid. Sadly, this will be a much shorter stream than the Behemoth stream. Sad day. I know. I'm honestly surprised. But to be fair, there was I honestly, yeah, I don't even have a reason. The Behemoth stream apparently just had a lot more characters to specifically talk about. A lot of the S tiers, A tiers, and B tiers were very you can just get why. Like, you don't have to think that hard as to why they are where they are. Anyway, oh fuck, what's her name? The reporter. Season.
Oh yeah, I liked her.
You liked her?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember her name?
No.
Well, you know, where are you thinking? What are your thoughts on that? Oh, Dylan Andrews. Thank you, Axel. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you give me your deep intellectual opinions on Dylan Andrews then.
Okay. Well, nothing too terribly deep. I just thought she was a fun character. Like, I mostly just liked her reactions to all of the red and blue / blue and red shenanigans. Because you know she was one of the characters that wasn't used to it, and she's also one of those characters that character types that I liked in the show where, you know, at this point the reds and blues were like legendary and everyone thought they were these great heroes, but they're just a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So I like seeing all of that from her perspective, because it's from a very like outside perspective of everything else, because we're used to it. But when you really think about it from the average person, like it's mind-boggling how stupid they are. and how they still manage to do stuff.
That's very
It's
true.
mostly just because I like seeing things from her perspective, rather than her as a character or herself, I guess, you know?
By the way, Zach, the stream is automatically turned into a VOD whenever it ends on YouTube, so you can, the fun facts will be archived. Hello, Jacket Phone, Dylan Andrews Enjoyer. They very much appreciate you, John.
Aww.
Where do you think they go? I'll trust your opinion on this.
I'd say B.
B? Alright, that's fine. That's valid. Jax. This is Dylan's camera guy.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
The big thing I remember about him is that I think it's when Dylan was like trying to explain something to him, and or no, it was like he got footage of something, I forgot what it was, and they asked him like, why were you recording then? Because he was like wandering the facility they were in, and he was like, oh, I was chasing a moth around.
Yeah, they fall into funny, but there isn't really a character. I'd put them personally, I don't like there. I wouldn't put them F, but I'd put them D. I don't know your opinions on my take of Jax, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
We're going to get into the character now that I've been wanting to talk about for so long. Temple. So, I'm gonna repeat my hot take, everyone. I'm sorry. I think Temple is not a bad character. I think Temple as like an idea of a character, as well as like just his motivations, make absolute sense. And are like it's interesting seeing the route of like vengeful sim troopers instead of like the ones that like the Reds and Blues became.
Yeah,
and
it was
like, I think if Red vs. Blue was going to continue, instead of all of the time travel bullshit, they should have just made like the Shisno Trilogy like Temple is the main antagonist of the trilogy.
Yeah.
And let him cook
They
for
should have
longer.
kept it like that.
Because, God, I don't know. I really like Temple as an idea. I think that it could have been done super well. It just wasn't. Also, in season 15, it's the same season where, like, Griff finally, like, walks out, which I thought was, like, super cool. Because he had talked more than anyone else about how much he hated everyone. So it made sense, but then it became a joke. But, like, again, I'm not saying that Red vs. Blue has ever taken itself super seriously. It has had moments. I'm not saying, like, oh man, it became a joke. I'm just saying that some things in Red vs. Blue could be better as not a joke. And I feel like Griff leaving the group didn't need to be a joke. But, no, Temple, I gotta think about where to place him. Because he's like a hidden gem in the Shisno Trilogy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's your thoughts on Temple as a character?
No, I agree with everything you said. Just they really fucking needed to let him cook more. Cause, yeah, like if it wasn't for the time travel things. Yeah, exactly. It was just that one season. If they didn't do any of the time travel bullshit, and they just kept him up for just a little while longer, it would have been great. Really. For sure. So I don't know, like maybe bottom of A.
Yeah, I can do that. No, I really liked Temple. Like you said, Jacket. Temple was good, but he could have been amazing. Like, I think that there's a universe where I could have put Temple in S. They didn't let him cook that long. He was
Mm-hmm.
very, very underbaked. Also, like I remember getting hyped because I thought that it was really well written. That it brought back the kill the Reds, kill the Reds, kill the Reds, like red and blue soldiers from
Yes.
yeah,
Kill the
as
Reds, kill
like
the Reds, kill the Reds, kill the
literally
Reds, kill the Reds, kill the Reds.
it
Yeah,
just yeah.
I love them.
Literally, I just think yeah no it a lot tragic fucking situation. Like don't get me wrong, I still think Red versus Blue should have ended at 13, but if it was going to continue,
Oh yeah,
they could have done something way better with Temple.
for sure.
I forget the name of the lens flare. F. Yeah,
Lens flare.
like they're there. There's also more gods in the Shisno trilogy, but like I don't remember any of their names, and nor do I. Like this just represents all the gods. There we go. I mean, I don't think. Do we have any Shisno trilogy defenders in chat? If so, you're in the wrong live stream. I just yeah. Oh, their name is Huggins. Okay.
Yes.
Like yeah no season 16 and season 17. Hot ass. Literal hot.
I really can't say anything here. Yeah.
That's Krovos. This is technically the main villain of seasons of the Shisno trilogy, and I always forget his name. It's
who
Giggins.
is that?
His name is Giggins.
What?
Yeah, yeah, because I don't think you ever finished the Shisno trilogy, and I don't blame you. No,
Yeah.
it's 17 was good, 16 was trash. 17 was the best it could have been given the circumstances it was put in with 16, but that doesn't make it good. Like that it makes it, they did the best that they could with the hot ass that they were given. No, it's fun fact about Ginkins is that he's balding under his helmet.
Oh, I love that.
And to summarize all of Red versus Blue 0 characters, I put them here. I don't need to individually put all the characters down just for you to see. They are hot ass. Like I can't.
It's fucking. Oh my god. Dude.
0 is just. But do you want to? Hold on, John. I'm gonna show you a clip.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you a clip, and I'm gonna show it on stream. You see that this stream's just gonna derail into talking about how bad Red versus Blue is now. Tucker, Red versus Blue 0. Okay, let me show you a fucking clip, dude. Oh man. Oh no, the clip's been taken off because Red versus Blue was taken off YouTube. Okay. Would love to show you that clip, but you love to see Rooster Teeth be ass.
Why is Rooster Teeth like this?
They took away everything that yeah. Nah, well, I managed to give a fun fact to every character on this tier list. Axel, you're a legend. Are you in the Discord I'm in now? Yeah, he's in the Discord. No, I mean, all right, we can real quickly, like usual, we can just go top to bottom on the list to make sure there's no one that we decide to change our minds on.
All right.
Church, I think that it was just a given that they were going to be the top of S.
For sure.
I don't think that there's any character who gives them even a run for their money. Washington. Again, they have like a whole transition as a character that's written in a well way. Yo, what I miss? You missed the tier list. But welcome, Rush.
I missed the stream.
Yeah, that's funny. But no, Washington's just great character development. Tucker literally goes from a loser in Blood Gulch to honestly a damn good leader in the Chorus Trilogy.
Right.
So you love to see it.
Right.
You want to take over going down the list to see if there's anything that we disagree with?
Alright. Let me look in here.
We're currently on Felix.
Right. No, I think Felix is good. Same thing with what's his face? Right next to Felix. Fuck, what's his name again?
Wait, Locus?
Yes. I think they're both good.
I've been requested to make a separate tier for Zero.
Oh, okay. I see.
There we go. I got your back. There
Pyros. We go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, Sarge is good. Caboose is good. Kulo's good. Director's good. Yeah, I'm honestly happy with all of S, A, and B so far.
C, D, and F. It's a lot more like,
It's a bit more fickle.
It's like I don't. C is always
the stream quality just...
What?
The stream quality for me just drops so hard.
Dude, I don't know what's up with YouTube streaming today. It's bad.
Yeah, but I mean, from the stream I'm watching from Discord. Oh, okay, it's better. I couldn't even tell who anyone was for a second.
Why the fuck is Theta in D tier? I mean, but what do they do, Rush? I don't know, man. They can't be C tier. They don't do anything. They're they exist, and we get introduced to them, and then they promptly stop existing. I don't know, man. I got to hear your Theta argument, Rush.
Yeah, I'm curious.
But no, see, I mean, Sheila, Vic, Kimball, Doyle, Omega, Gamma, Wyoming. Yeah, no, I mean, Hargrove. Yeah, Hargrove is kind of just disappointing. He, again, super overshadowed. It's just, which sucks because they're built up in season 6, because the intros for season 6 are the director and Hargrove sending letters to each other. So they're around forever, but they're just not scarier. It's Theta! He's adorable little brother of the AI family. You're so right. You're absolutely correct. He is adorable, but he's just not really there. F tier, it doesn't matter. They're all F tier. They're there for a reason. I don't really. I'll put Santa at the top of F because I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's better. Better.
Villain with the least presence. Probably Temple. Oh no, sorry, Hargrove. Yeah, Hargrove. Yeah, Hargrove would be the villain with the least presence, even though he they try. Yeah. Why is the Asian guy from Locus and Felix's episode so low? I thought he was excellent. Yeah, but in the grand scheme of everything, it's he's not really. You guys want him C tier? I can put him C tier. If you guys outvote me, but I just don't think that he's really that hot. You know what I mean? I don't think that he's really packing the punch, but I can put him in low C. I can't in good conscience put him above Hargrove, even though I don't really like Hargrove, just because of his effect in the show.
Right.
Jacket says keep him in D. Rush says yes. C. Zach Pyros, what are your opinions? Well, as they're answering that.
Yeah.
Only because I think that his characterization and the tension that he creates in the episodes were perfect and very fascinating. Yeah, but he's only in like 3 episodes of the show.
Yeah.
I'll put him in C. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll appease. Though if I'm doing that, you cannot have me put him above Freckles. Sorry to say. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
No, I mean, I don't... Do you guys, before we honestly start closing this off, do you guys have any particular, like, thoughts about the list? Like, we can go over that. Cyrus is good in all, but not better than South or North. This new placement is perfect. Yeah. Where's the go to hell tier? That would be 0.
Yeah. Can we rename it to Go to Hell, please? Please.
Yeah. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, no.
So I'm sorry. Remind me again who that is.
In what, 0?
Yeah.
No, it's all of the characters in 0. I just put the season fill photo on there. I don't know any other names.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, no, fuck 0. Yes, I'd love to show you a scene where they butcher our boy Tucker, but, you know. Where's Cabooses' gun? That's Freckles up here.
Yep.
Well, I think this is looking pretty good, all in all considered. I'm gonna get rid of this now because we're closing it off. But thank you all for coming today. If you can, you should subscribe. Maybe even check out our other videos and be here for our other streams, because we stream 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. This Thursday, Jack and Cole will be streaming Dead Cells, so look forward to that. I've been really enjoying doing these tier list streams recently, because it's just like, it's free conversation fodder I can talk about with the audience and whoever I'm hosting the streams with. So I don't know, maybe next week I'll find another tier list to pull out of my ass, but I wouldn't expect it, since we've done tier lists for the past 2 weeks straight.
Maybe we should switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong; these are fun though. Thank you for carrying it, by the way, because I don't remember. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't remember like almost a fourth of these characters.
Oh, I knew going into it I was gonna carry a bit, just because I've watched this show an unhealthy amount of times. So you know, 0 is bad when it's worse than Cabooses' gun. But no, thank you for at least finishing Red versus Blue to give me someone to talk to about this, John.
Yes.
So gold star. And yeah, again, thank you guys. Just check out whatever you can. Thanks for supporting us, and join our Discord in the description below for our future stuff that we do. Yeah, we will be doing an Air Mech stream next week, probably Pyros. But yeah, it's been an honor, everyone, and thanks for being here. And I will hopefully see all of you in our next stream Thursday or next Tuesday. Peace.
Goodbye, y'all.